Gig work. Is Fiverr smart hustle or a broken system? Here is the setup. A simple post about hiring freelancers on Fiverr turns into a full-on debate about work, dignity, and the future of income. This matters because more people every year are mixing salaries, side gigs, and independent contracts to survive and to get ahead. The main idea is simple. Is using platforms like Fiverr a smart way to create leverage for regular people, or is it part of a bigger shift that kills stable jobs? People deal with this in very different ways. Some use gigs to build skills and money on the side. Others see the trend as a race to the bottom. By the end, you will hear both sides in a grounded outcome you can use. Narrator. What follows is the conversation in order, then a short reflection on what to do next. Just the words. Rowan. It's pretty tone-deaf to pitch this as a selling point when so many people are out of work. Super tasteless. Caleb. If someone's out of work, they can use Fiverr to get income until they land the steady job they want. It's a bridge, not a life sentence. Rowan. The shift from meaningful full-time work with benefits to piecemeal gigs is demoralizing. People can't safely invest or retire from scraps. Nothing you say will change my mind. Nina. It's the gig economy or AI now. This isn't 30 years ago. You can keep your main job and still build something on the side with Fiverr. It removes a lot of the marketing grind. Are there drawbacks? Sure. But ignoring what it does well is short-sighted. Omar. And do you think steady jobs won't be replaced too? What happens when the jobs are gone? What will you do? Caleb. What small business owners have always done? Start a business. Risk rejection. Live within your means. Scale if you want. That's agency. Omar. Start a business. Where do customers come from if there are no jobs to pay people to be consumers for any business? Caleb. You start where you are. Mow lawns. Pick up dog poop. House sit. Babysit. Donate plasma. Recycle. Flip thrift store finds. Write an ebook. Start a YouTube channel. Take a small loan and invest wisely. Use credit cards carefully, make minimum payments, and put real cash into assets that produce income. Advertise on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Options are everywhere if you are not afraid to fail. We all die. Debt does not get the last word. So do something different. Caleb. People do have resources. A place to stay, phones, internet, food. It is not easy, but scarcity is a myth where there is running water and electricity. I live in Brazil. There are more family-run small businesses here than anywhere I lived in the States, many selling the same simple things like pão de queijo and flip-flops. No excuses. Caleb. Fiverr attracts people with an entrepreneurial mindset. Most people want steady pay with minimal effort and stay under a boss's thumb no matter how much they complain. The freelancers I hire often have full-time jobs and use Fiverr for supplemental income. I have worked with 3 consistently since the start of this year. They deliver on time, they communicate, and I rarely need revisions. I hire them often. They are paid well. If you do not like the model, focus on your own path instead of bashing people who step up. Talia. Minimal effort can also mean working smarter. Avery. People say when a CEO streamlines and delegates, it is exploitation. When a regular worker does the same thing, it is called smart. Let's not be hypocritical. Sienna. If efficiency is evil at the top, it is not holy at the bottom. Pick one standard. Dante. Either we respect leverage for everyone or for no one. Stop moving the goalposts. Lila. Call it what it is. Skill, not sin. and it applies to both executives and freelancers. Writer: if you hate the play, change the rules. But do not pretend the same move is dirty for one person and clever for another. Priya: sure. Nina: same here. I have 2 freelancers. One is slower on timelines, but if I am not in a rush and he delivers what I asked for, it is fine. They set their own prices. If they do not like the price, that is on them. Caleb: exactly. They are taking control of their lives. That is why I work with them. Narrator: why this is important. Work is changing. That is not a slogan. It is the ground moving under your feet. The old path was one job, one ladder, one pension. The new path is mixed income. Some of it is stable. Some of it is flexible. The risk is obvious. Less security. Less predictability. The upside is also real. Faster skill growth. More control. Wider networks. For many, the question is not if they should use platforms like Fiverr, but how to use them without getting burned. The main idea: leverage is not just for executives. It is for anyone who learns to package a skill, price it, and deliver on time. If we call it strategy for video editor, designer, writer, developer, or virtual assistant, we cannot call it exploitation when CEOs do the same. Keep one standard. Narrator: how people deal with this. Look at the voices you heard. The security view, like Rowan. They see the loss of benefits and stability and push back on the whole system. The leverage view, like Caleb and Nina. They use gigs to stack income, build proof of work, and move toward their own goals. The fairness view, like Avery and Sienna and the crew. They want consistent rules. If efficiency is praised at the bottom, do not shame it at the top. Narrator: what actually works in practice? Start with one clear offer. One problem, one outcome, one price. Deliver faster than promised. Communicate like a pro. Ask better questions. Cut revisions by clarifying up front. Raise prices with proof. Samples. Ratings. Before and afters. Short case studies. Keep benefits if you have them. Use gigs for skill stacking and savings, not to gamble your rent money. Build a pipeline you own. Fiverr can be the start. Your email list, your portfolio site, and your repeat clients are the moat. The outcome of this story: no one wins the debate in the comments. That is fine. The outcome is clarity. If you believe the gig economy is broken, push for policies that improve floors and benefits. If you believe leverage matters, use the tools and stop apologizing for it. Either way, do the next honest step for your situation. Learn a saleable skill. Package it. Ship work you are proud of. Ask for the next job. If you want stability, use the gig as a bridge while you secure it. If you want independence, treat every delivery like an audition for a long-term client. Final note: do not confuse comfort with safety. Safety comes from skills, relationships, and reputation you can carry anywhere. That is the thread that runs through this whole conversation. Narrator: if this helped, share it with someone who needs a practical plan. If you disagree, drop a comment with your alternative. Show your work. Then get back to building. Subscribe now. Let's talk about it.